Hello and welcome to Wide Open Wednesday. I'm Reverend Shireen and we will be using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid. I always use this deck for the Wide Open Wednesdays. Wide Open Wednesday is a 10-day reading. It starts a little bit prior to where we are right now. So Sunday of this last weekend all the way through to next Wednesday. And it covers 3 moon cycles. Each moon cycle is 3 1/3 days long. And the major moon cycles, is the new moon, the first quarter moon, the full moon, and the fourth quarter moon. But I'm talking about the moon cycles in all 8 of them. So you've got the new moon, the crescent moon, the quarter moon, the almost full moon or the gibbous moon, the full moon, and then the waning or disseminating gibbous moon, the third quarter, and then the waning crescent just again before the new moon. So when I'm saying a moon cycle is 3 1/3 days long, that's what I'm talking about. So from Sunday, which was the third quarter moon, until Tuesday, yesterday, and then we have the waning crescent, so just a little bit of the moon before it goes into the new moon. So Wednesday through Saturday will be the waning crescent, and then the new moon actually happens on Tuesday, I believe. I got to double check that real quick because I'd hate to get it wrong. Yeah, the new moon happens on Tuesday the 16th. And it is in Capricorn. And as the new moon is where we go into the womb of the universe, go into the darkness to plant the seeds of what we want to grow, and it's in Capricorn, I'm going to call it the resolution moon. It's the best probably cycle for you to make your resolutions, your dreams, your goals for what you want to have happen through the first half of this year. So anyway, that's the moon cycle portion. And the moon in the third quarter was in Libra. This waning crescent is in Scorpio, and a little bit of, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and the new moon is in Capricorn. So that's where that is. So just pray that whatever happens, there's some energy to release there. Yawning. A lot of energy to release. Hold on. Whew. Yeah, we just pray that whatever happens during this Wide Open Wednesday reading will benefit each of us in our spiritual growth, awareness, contemplation, goal setting, and whatever dreaming we want to dream, whatever havingness we want to have. And it just match in divine timing where we are. For whoever watches this, in whatever timing they watch it. So, okay. So the first card corresponding to the third quarter moon in Libra that we just came out of. The second card corresponding to the waning crescent moon in Scorpio and a little bit of Sagittarius. And the new moon occurring in Capricorn. I think there's 2 cards there. Just don't know which one is which. I'm going to go with this one, and we may or may not look at that one. All right, the first card for the third quarter moon. Stuck in the mud. I do find it interesting that the crescent moon is in this card, so it may be that this fits a little bit beyond the third quarter moon. But what I see is that you are ready to step out of this stuckness. In fact, you already feel like you're making those steps, but life is still just kind of where it's always been. And on one hand, many of us find that comforting. life continues as well, but so ready for this new change, this new way, something different, that it feels very disheartening for life to be the same. Instead of the comfort we normally find, we just find it feeling stuck, and is there a point, and where do I go from here, and is there anything new? And yes, life is always changing. There is always things new. So instead of being distracted by what is right now, keep your focus on the changes that you want, how you want it to be, how you want to feel, all of those things. And really notice that the elephant is climbing out of the mud here. You may feel stuck, but the change is already happening. So as long as you're not focused on the lack of that or how it's not, as long as you acknowledge that you're moving forward into these things, then they will continue to happen and go, and you will be no longer stuck in the mud. So, and in the waning crescent, we have Gentle Gardener. I've not seen this card before, so I need to move it out. These are actually fairies sitting on, I think, mushrooms or rocks, in their little fairy houses, and then a bigger force tending it. So as I look at the energy of this card in the cycle of what we need to release, it is about weeding your garden. It is about gently weeding and removing the things that aren't there, but with care. So you're not destroying the whole garden. You're not destroying the beautiful things that have been created and are living and are growing and are helping. You're just removing the few things, pruning lightly and gently, and with love and appreciation, the things that you don't want in that garden anymore. Really releasing, preparing to releasing the things that you don't need anymore, gently pruning. But do it with gentleness, do it with compassion, do it with understanding. If there's a friendship that's just not meeting your needs the way they are, it doesn't mean you have to give them the cold shoulder or ignore their calls, or just, when they call, you can be forthright. Say, I just have other things that I'd rather be doing. That even that sounds too harsh and too not the gentle compassion there is, but just, gently, really, but without lying, without deceiving. There's no need to deceive. You can just say, I think that I need to do something else today. So find that heart of compassion as you are tending to these things that you want to remove from your garden, as you are clearing out the dross. Do it with compassion. Do it with appreciation. I mean, that friendship probably sustained you in many ways over time, and you can be thankful for that. But also acknowledge that it's time to move on into something else. And if it may be a career change. I'd see for a couple of you, it's not a full-on career change, but it is a shift in where you communicate to yourself or to your boss or whatever that it's not quite fulfilling you the way it used to, and that you want to make some shifts and some changes and have some new challenges. That kind of gentle tending to the garden. And as we move into the new moon, Spark is so beautiful. As you're going into the new moon and you're planting the seeds of what you want, it's so important that you find that spark of passion, the spark of things that make you just excited and wanting to go forward and ready to embrace, and really allow yourself to dance in that aliveness, even if it's only in your mind right now. But for some of you, it looks like there's actually things that you can do that are related to what you want to do that exist right now, and you can just go do them and enjoy that spark of engaging with them. and touching it, feeling it, seeing it, having that moment of interaction or that moment of experience that elevates that spark even more. So it's not so much having the experience that gives you a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment as one that gives you satisfaction and even more enthusiasm, even more readiness to do the next part, experience it even greater. So allow that spark to ignite. What a beautiful time for that. So again, I just see the things that we are ready to release when it is time to release them. When we ignore that, it does feel like we're stuck. But also to be even more cognizant that you're not stuck, that things are changing, and even if it's going slower than you want, keep your focus more towards what you want to go, what you want to have, how those changes will feel, the dancing and the spark and the enthusiasm of the things that are new and coming. And in between is the time to gently garden, to tend to the weeds, to pull things out, to water what you want to thrive, to put in the fertilizer, and to remove the things that don't belong in your garden, and to make wishes. I keep seeing these fairies here as wish granters, so go ahead and make your wishes. So, all right. This card. The magic stream. I do believe it goes with the spark. You ignite the spark, and then it comes into even more of a just unending supply. I mean, that's what makes this the magic stream, is it comes out of nowhere, but it's full force, and it flows, and it's just an abundant source. So allow yourself to step into where you're going, and know that the source of your enthusiasm, the source of your passion, and what you want and what the universe wants to give you is unending. It is magic and abundant, and it's yours, and you can have it. So allow yourself that transition. All right. Take care. Be blessed. Have a great 10 days. We'll see you next Wednesday. I guess that's just a week, but 10-day reading. So have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday for Wide Open Wednesday, and you can catch the daily reflection videos in between. Take care. Be blessed.